It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I decided I'm going to head up the K&P Trail and see what it's like. It's first time on it this year. So far it's not too bad. I'm heading up towards Tichborne. Mostly dry, a few damp sections, but that's it so far. I think there will eventually be some wet areas, but we'll see if I can get there or not. It's partly sunny to cloudy and 17 degrees. It's beautiful out. You can probably see here that the trail is damp in places, mainly just where the trees are covered on both sides. Otherwise it's dry and hard, but even these damp sections are firm now, so good for riding. So Coal Lake out further here is still frozen. This nearby marsh is open now. A little bit damp here, but not too bad. Just a bit soft. Not really not splashing up on you or anything. So I just passed Ball Road, and my description so far for the whole trail up from the Godfrey area is mostly dry, some damp sections through forested areas, but usually damp and firm. A small percentage of those damp areas are a bit soft. A couple little sections of muddiness, but not really much mud to throw up on yourself or anything. It's mostly firm, even the damp sections, so all in all, pretty good. I'm surprised so far. This little trailside pond has some big chunks of ice in it still. It's breaking up, but you can see from here, some of them are 1.5 feet thick still, or 45 centimeters. Shows you how frozen things were. So it was through this area last week when I came up with the dogs that there was still a few inches of snow on this section of the trail beside these tall pine trees. But as you can see, it's all gone. And it's just damp now. Not bad at all. Sorry for the jerkiness. I wasn't planning to do a video up here at all today, so I left my normal cameras at home. And then as I came up, I thought, geez, this is maybe worth a video, my first trip up, so I'm using my cell phone. It's an older iPhone 8 Plus, and it doesn't have much in the way of stabilization. Here's Duncan Lake. You can see it's still frozen over. It's turning gray, which means it's not far away from melting out. And we're supposed to be getting 20 to 30 millimeters of rain tonight and tomorrow, so that may well open up a lot of these lakes. This northern end of the lake here by the trail is open, mostly because there's a current forming here that feeds into Fish Creek just up ahead. And just a few hundred meters further up the trail from where I just was, and we're at Fish Creek. So this is the water coming out of Duncan Lake. You can see it's got quite a rapids here. I'll go over to the other side of the bridge now. This is the more scenic side, where there really is some white water. Beautiful. Classic Canadian Shield view. So just past Fish Creek Road, heading north towards Tichborne. We're 2.5 kilometers from Tichborne, and that'll be the northernmost extent of my trip today, 17 kilometers or so. This is a beautiful sedge meadow marsh just north of Fish Creek Road. I see they've put the new rails along this section too, I guess just so ATVs and other objects wouldn't fall into the marsh. This meadow marsh I found a few years ago was occupied by marsh wrens, long-billed marsh wrens singing up in here, which was a nice surprise. So here I am in Tichborne. Made it no problem, trail pretty good all the way. Surprising. And we're just up here at the train tracks now. I'll hang around for a few minutes, see if anything comes. Based upon the conditions I've seen today, going from Godfrey up to Tichborne, I declare this section of the K&P Trail open to cycling for the year of 2022. The ducks are starting to fill in these opening marshes. Up until recently, everything's been frozen, so they're happy to see that some of these places are melting out. Just had a couple nice sandhill cranes come flying over the trail here at Ball Road. I'm going to go down and look in the field here just in case they landed there.